I'm going to start doing something I haven't yet seen on the internet, and that's dealing with one of these guys. It's a Pulse Jet from a Lennox Pulse furnace, and it's a valved Pulse Jet. You got intake with a flapper in there. It's made of fiberglass, I believe, but that would be normally on here, threaded on. You got the gas intake, which would be right there. I chopped that bad boy off. That's pretty much all I did other than take it out of the unit. And it started with an internal blower, which I'm currently using on my forge, but that's currently not going to be used for any Pulse Jet. And for furnace unit use, it's got a, I believe this is the flame sensor, and then the spark plug for ignition, and then, well, intake. Got the exhaust pipe, which curves around, but I'm planning on trying to use it without the valve, and I'm expecting to have to modify it, but for now I'm just going to try to maybe throw a flare on here, get some Venturi action going on there, and then either throw the intake for the gas right down in there, or perhaps use that stock gas port, but there's welded plugs in the front already, so I can machine that out or grind it out of there, and then cap the top, make it a regular linear jet with just cutting off the back portion of this, making it straight, so then you got intake and exhaust facing what would be the front. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so went to the store, picked up 2 lengths of 2-inch and then 2 1/4, well, 1 length of each, and they're stainless, 18 inches long, but I'm going to be chopping off this portion and see if that will work with the transition between the two. I'll do that real quick. Alright, here you have it. Welded on those exhaust pipes in increasing diameter, and ready to try to fire it. Don't expect results from this, but we'll see. so it ran. And I don't know if the combustion was in the correct place. It seemed a little bit too close to the intake, but anyway, just kind of wanted to review what I did to this jet to make it run. Well, first tried running it like this with stock configuration, then plugged that intake hole, opened up the front hole, and then ended up welding this exhaust or intake tube onto it, and that seemed to want to run, but not quite there. So I ended up cutting that off, putting this cone on there, which mimics the diameter of this, just transitions a little slower than a dead stop. So anyway, that didn't work, so I plasma cut that whole ring out of there because it actually reduced the inside diameter is about 3.5 inches, and then this was about 2 7/16. And well, cut that all out, grinded it smooth, shoved a new cone in there a little bit, and ended up actually turning up the gas pressure to 20 psi, and it worked. Well, may have worked before in a previous configuration with more gas, but I was a little bit too chicken to try more gas pressure just because of sheer percussion off this thing. It is something. I actually had my neighbor come over and seemed upset with me about it, but that's why my last video is actually not at my house. I'm at coworkers for that, and yeah, it got some attention there too, but he's got a little bit more farmland around him. So, but anyway, next plans are probably to remake this all out of stainless steel, including this combustion chamber, because it weighs a good, like 30 pounds, maybe more, maybe less, who knows. But that's it. Till next time.